Okay, so in this video I just wanted to go through quickly the components of this tone. If you were at all interested in dialing this in, I'll also add it into the Podgo folder. If someone leaves a comment, or a couple of you just say, drop that one into the folder please, John. You don't actually need to say please. But I started off this one from the lead snapshot, so that makes sense to start there again. So at the very start we got a distortion Scream 808, so a tube screamer. We got the gain up at 9, the tone at 5.5 and the level at 4.2. This preset actually started off from the thing that I dialed in on the Pliny plugin yesterday, so that's where the settings kind of were inspired from. So yeah, level at 4.2, so we're not pushing the level into the amp too much. Then the amp that we're going to use is the Brit 2204, the drive here at 9.4, bass at 5.3, mids nice and high at 6, treble and presence down at 1.8, and the master pushed up to 6. Everything else is kind of stock settings. So a very high kind of gain lead tone, but I'm using the Strat for this, so that's fine. The 10 band graphic EQ is doing quite a lot of work here. So the 125, I've got that pushed up plus 2.3 dB, kind of pushing a bit of the low end, a bit more air. 250, we've got minus 0.2. 500 Hertz, this is kind of the throaty sound of any guitar tone. Well, certainly in this particular guitar tone, so minus 3.3 there. Take that down a little bit more if you want it to thin out a bit. Push that up a bit if you want it to thicken out a bit. 1 kilohertz is at plus 1. The 2 kilohertz is at plus 3.7. The 4 kilohertz is at minus 5.8. The 8 kilohertz is at minus 8.6. And the 16 kilohertz, that's kind of the air portion of the tone, is at minus 0.2. Don't need to touch that. And yeah, you can turn on and off this 10 band graphic to hear what it's doing. The cab, I'm using an Own Hammer Free IR, but you could try using like a V30 Mesa type cab with a 57 probably. The delay I'm using is the transistor tape, quarter note time, feedback at 62, wire flutter at 6.7 for kind of those tape artifacts, scale at 100%, spread at 10 to put it that direction to the left and right. Mix at 22, headroom all the way up at plus 12, because this could potentially clip if we send signal in at you know, hot, so we keep that as high as we can get it. And then the reverb glitz, I got the decay at 6.1, and I think that's all I've changed really, and the mix down to 15. I think that's all I changed. So then for the rhythm tone, which you heard at the start, I'm kind of just turning off the screamer and turning off the EQ, and that kind of brightens up and slims down a little bit, and I think that worked quite well for that. And then for the clean tone, I've just taken the drive down to 3.9, so give that a try. Let me know how you get on with it. I think it's a relatively simple tone, but that kind of thick JCM800 thing, rocky, prog, metally, you know, really cool sounds with a single coil Strat, I thought. Feel free to check it out. Let me know if you want me to drop it into the folder, and feel free to like and subscribe if that was at all useful to you. Cheers!